In this video, we are going to discuss floating page contents in HTML files. By default, contents are displayed in the page in the order that they appear within an HTML file. Floating an element takes it out of position and places it along the left or right edge of its parent element. To float an element, we should apply float property. Float colon position semicolon, where position is known for the default setting, left to float the object on the left margin, or right to float the object on the right margin. Figure 3-9 shows a diagram of an element that is floated along the right margin of its container and its effect on the placement of subsequent contents. Note that for the elements to be placed within a single row, the combined width of the elements cannot exceed the total width of their parent element. Otherwise, any additional contents will automatically wrap to a new row. Now let's go back to the Pandasia Chocolate website. Suppose its owner wants us to display the contents of navigation lists within a single row. We can do this by floating each item in those navigation lists on the left margin using the float property. This slide will walk us through how to lay out horizontal navigation lists. In some layouts, we need an element to be displayed on a new row clear of previously floated objects. To ensure that an element is always displayed below the floated elements, the clear property should be applied. Clear colon position semicolon, where position is left, right, both, or none. A value of left displays the element only when the left margin is clear of floating objects. A value of right displays the element only when the right margin is clear. A value of both displays the element only when both margins are clear of floats. The default setting is clear. Figure 3-15 shows how the use of clear property prevents an element from being displayed until the right margin is clear of floats. The effect on the page layout is that the element is shifted down and is free to use the entire page. The next part of the Pandasia Chocolate homepage contains two section elements named left column and right columns. We are asked to set the width of the left column to 33% of the body width and set the width of the right column to 67%. We should float the section side by side on the left margin. The pictures in this slide guide us how to float the left and right sections. This picture of the Pandasia Chocolate homepage shows the left column which occupies 33% and right column 67% of the width of the page body.